I'm feeling nervous and intimidated to be here amongst the Swifties. Ooh. Despite the title of me expecting to dislike this album, I do just want to say, unlike somebody else who would make this exact title, I have the utmost respect and admiration for Taylor Swift. I just don't keep up with her. I, of course, am not a Swiftie, but I think Taylor Swift is one of the greatest writers of a generation. I think that truly she has done so much in her career that is often overshadowed by popular opinion and misogyny that is so disappointing and disgusting. So if you think I'm one of those people, I'm not. I respect her career, I respect the art that she makes. You can tell that she's dedicated to the craft. I just feel like the things that she kind of has been putting out as of these last couple of years don't necessarily align with my taste. So that's why I'm going into this album expecting to not like. Not as a non-Swiftie, I just kind of view this as like, I feel like this is gonna be y'all's thing, but I don't know if this is for the people, right? I don't know. Comment what you liked about this album, comment what you like about Taylor Swift, comment an opinion about it, comment anything Taylor Swift related. Also, I think that Taylor would appreciate that I have a cat as well. Is that more of like a Taylor Swift thing, or is that like a Taylor Swift and the Swifties thing to have an admiration and love for cats as well? Because I do have one. I don't know if that'll give me any points or anything. Do we like Meredith? Is she on the outs? Is she on the same level as Ratty Healy? Or before we get into this album background, obviously I don't keep up with her, but I wanted to do some research as to potentially what this album could be about, what fans are speculating, because I just feel like I recognize that a lot of artists want to just put their art out there, and for the art to stand alone and for their personal lives not to be kind of intertwined so that you can just judge it for what it is. But her fan culture, we're always going to dissect this in relation to her personal life, because it's like a large reason as to what kind of makes it exciting, what makes it interesting for the fans to talk about. So I wanted to do my own research, so I watched a Swiftologist YouTube video to kind of get me ready for the album, and like if I caught a lyric that was talking about Joe or Matt or Maddie or Travis, I wanted to be able to catch it myself and not for something to just like fly over my head. Also, I wanted to come correct so I wouldn't be corrected. Okay, here we go. I was supposed to be sent away, but they forgot to come and get me. I was a functioning alcoholic till nobody noticed my new aesthetic. Is that real? Is she a functioning alcoholic until nobody noticed? This is insane. Also, I feel like I need to pull up the lyrics, because Taylor Swift is nothing but a lyricist that I need to keep. Are we kidding? I just looked down at the Google ratings. A lot of them have a 1. What the heck? But that's kind of like, I don't know. The Taylor Swift haters kind of go hard sometimes, so. Or is that just real? That was really, I don't know why, but that just felt comfy. Why did that feel so comfy to listen to, even though it's really, not really sad, but it had a hint of sadness, because the idea of I touched you for only a fortnight, I love you, it's ruining my life, your wife waters flowers, I want to kill her, and only a fortnight we were together. So I guess this is about like cheating. My husband's cheating, I want to kill him. Interesting. What the heck? I'm so bad at deciphering lyrics, because I am the type of listener who only listens for vibes and who only listens for like things that just are very clearly standing out, and then by the third or fourth listen I'll be like, oh my god, that's what was meant by that. I can't decipher anything, so I have to look at these lyrics. No, but that was very beautiful. That didn't feel like it was based in many things that are real, because I've heard about this album, but I've heard about this album from one of my friends who was a true Swiftie. Let me know if you're a true Swiftie, Sasha, but is, because I don't know much about Taylor Swift. I have like the very basic knowledge. I know that she was, of course, with Joe for like 7 years or something, and then she broke up and then was with Mr. Maddie Healy, and then now was with Travis, and the world is like, oh my god. And the little like details in between that is like, I need somebody to explain, so she explained it to me. Apparently this album is going to contain hints of potentially Maddie ghosting her. It's going to contain a lot of Kim Kardashian shade. It's going to contain a lot of tea. This to me kind of felt like, oh, this was a beautiful story of potentially an affair, but then also I love you for a fortnight. No, I feel like this was a beautiful kind of made up more story, you know? We're starting out good. I liked this one. Will I listen to it again? Probably. We gotta pay attention to this one. We declare Charlie Puth should be a bigger artist. I can tattoo golden retriever. I chose this cyclone with you. Everyone we know understands why it's meant to be. At dinner you take my ring off my middle finger and put it on the one. People put wedding rings on, that's the closest I've come. Who's gonna know you, me? Wow. I get what you guys are saying when you say this is about Maddie Healy. My god. As soon as I heard tattoos and read it, I was like, yeah, okay, yeah. We declared Charlie, the lyric that caught me was, we declare Charlie Puth should be a bigger artist. Imagine being Charlie Puth listening to that. Be like, I wonder how I don't know, are they friends? I don't know anything. Who's gonna know you like I do? Who's gonna hold you like me? Interesting. I wish I got the Dylan Thomas Patti Smith reference. I really do. Because it's like I'm out of this little popular thing that people are gonna be like, oh my god, that was brilliant, that callback to Patti Smith and Dylan Thomas, oh my god. But I won't be listening to that again. Oh, here we go again. The voices in his head call the rain to end our days of wild. I'm also gonna say, I feel like these songs, they have a very similar feel to them so far, and my friend did mention that, so I feel like almost her mentioning it made it a little bit aware for me. But I just, in hearing this album, it starts off with the I da 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 da. That, does that make sense? I don't know. I don't have any musical background at all. I don't know, her sound sounds very similar in here. I hope this is not for the whole album, but it probably will be. I just feel like I'm not gonna like this song. I'm 1 minute in, it's 3 minutes 23 seconds, and I just feel like this just sounds very Taylor. It doesn't sound like innovative. It doesn't need to be innovative, but for me to enjoy it, I'm kind of like, I don't know, maybe I'm missing the point. Let me keep listening. So that was it written by Taylor and Jack? Produced by Taylor and Jack. That to me if you know anything about Jack Antonoff, obviously he writes with Taylor, he produces, well, Was he right with it? He produces with Taylor. But he has his own band called Bleachers, which I am a very big fan of Bleachers, except for the last couple albums. This had a very Bleachers feel, but I'd be like, I get the messaging. The messaging was very relatable. He mishandles things that he should treasure. I get that. I don't know. I just can't get into it. I just couldn't. I just feel like that sounds like a lot of songs that already exist in Taylor's discography. So now we're gonna listen to Down Bad.
Really beat me up. A cloud of sparkling dust. Show me that this world is bigger than us. For a moment I knew cosmic love. Now I'm down bad, crying at the gym. Everything comes out, teenage petulance. Fuck it if I can't have him. I might just die, it would make no difference. Down bad. Like I lost my twin. Fuck it if I can't have him.
Man, that's actually really so far the most relatable song on the album. Down Bad, because everybody has been down bad for a man who you're like, if I can't have him, this is the actual end. Like, if it's not him, it's no one. But I can remember being down bad for somebody who you're like, if I can't have him, I'll die. I'll literally die. I'll pass away. But I just feel like all these songs have the same, like, and I understand that an album needs to be coherent, but it's like, this is just too similar, you know? Let's just see if it switches with So Long London. Music to my ears, actually. This is very pleasant to hear.
Saw in my mind fairy lights through the mist. I kept calm and carried the weight of the rift. Pulled him in tighter each time he was drifting away. Spine split from carrying us up the hill. Wet through my clothes, weary bones caught the chill. I stopped trying to make him laugh, stopped trying to drill the safe. So long, London, you find someone. I found at the club she's heard great things about. I left all I knew, you left me at the house by the heath. Where it was gone, we would never come to. And I'm pissed off you let me give you all that youth for free. For so long, London, two graves, one gun, find someone. You're not sure if he wants to be there. So how much sad did you think I had? Did you think I had in me? You swore that you loved me, but where were the clues? I died on the altar waiting for the proof. You sacrificed us to the gods of your bluest days. I'm just getting color back into my face.
That one was great. I liked that a lot. Especially, I really liked at the end when verse 3 led into the chorus. I'm just mad as hell because I love this place for so long, London. Oh, Taylor, you do it every time. You do it most times. Is that like this? Is that a callback to all of her English lovers, or is that just like the one English lover? I don't know. Next we got But Daddy I Love Him, which I hear is crazy.
I forget how the West was won. I forget if this was ever fun. I just learned these people only raise you to cage you. I just learned these people try and save you, cause they hate you. Running with my dress unbuttoned, screaming, but daddy, I love him. I'm heaven's baby. No, I'm not, but you should see your faces. Telling to floor it through the fences. No, I'm not coming to my senses. I know it's crazy, but it's the one I love. Beautiful daughter, all my plans were laid. Growing up precocious sometimes means
don't know. I just don't think that one's in my taste. It's like beautiful in the way that you can tell she's really passionate about this one. And I know that there are some lyrics I'm just not digging through, but I don't know. Sometimes I don't feel in the mood to just put in extra effort to read a song the way that it's supposed to come off to me. I don't know. I'm just not vibing with this one. Somebody's got to really make me feel like that one's a solid one to listen to, but I'm like excited for the fact that she has a song with Florence and the Machine. Just gonna be honest, so far I like some of the songs, but overall I'm like, this has a very much a similar feel. Fresh out of The Slammer. Interesting. Ooh.
I'm running back home to you. Fresh out the slammer. In the shade of how he was feeling. I was gonna be alright. I did my time. My friends tried it, I wouldn't hear it. Watch me daily disappearing. Though I just one glimpse of his smile. Swirled you into all of my poems. To the one who says I'm the girl of his American dreams.
Hi. What?
Wearing imaginary rings.
Call back to one of the other songs where the guy slipped the ring she had on the middle finger on the ring finger.
Alright, I did my time.
Is she referring to a relationship as Fresh Out the Slammer? Is that what that is? Also, let me just not refer to everything as, oh my god, it's a relationship thing. It's a relationship. It can be, I mean, it's tied to a relationship, obviously, but could it also be her time off where she basically didn't see anybody for a year, which is what I saw from the documentary that she mentioned? I feel like there's tea there that I'm not catching. Florida by Florence and the Machine. By Florence and the Machine. By Taylor Swift and Florence and the Machine. Okay.
If you beat the charges too.
Ooh.
They said I was a cheat. I guess it must be true. Little did you know your home's really only a town. You're just a guest in Florida. Is one hell of a drug. The hurricane was my name when it came. I got drunk and I begged it to wash me away. A hell of a time, yes I'm haunted, but I'm feeling just fine. So I did my best to let to rest.
Oh my god.
They sink into the swamp. Is that a bad thing to say in a song? Florida, can I use you? Oh, I've got some regrets. I'll bury them in Florida. Florida.
Ooh, I see why it has the 3 exclamation points now. I love both of their voices together. Never in my life would I imagine Florence and the Machine would be on a Taylor Swift song. And maybe she's been on one before and I'm unaware. But wow, I just think they have such beautiful voices that work so well together. It was very satisfying to hear. There better be more songs like this that are not completely too coherent and similar to the rest of the album. That one was just a little just not my vibe. It's hard to listen to things that you're just not like that interested in for the sake of but on Genius.com, which deciphers lyrics and artists' intentions, there's like a Genius annotation. I didn't know they do this, but Genius is believed to be about Matty Healy due to the negativity surrounding him in the media and his alleged relationship with Taylor. Which I was thinking as she was singing this, that Guilty as Sin, my friend told me this. The only reason I know this is because my friend told me that she got a lot of flack for hanging out with Matty Healy because of his dirty, guilty, sinful activities. And her being in association with him was causing the fans to be riled up and be like, you should not be dating him. He's a horrible person. Yuck. And then now she's like, ew, why am I guilty? Like, I haven't even touched him. Interesting. So yeah, so Genius, shout out to y'all for just instigating. Love that. Given that this album has been kept a secret for 2 years, there may be a connection between this song and Carolina. This song has been kept a secret this album has been kept a secret for 2 years. What? Interesting. I don't know anything. Who's Afraid of Little Old Me? I don't know why that one just kind of like irritated me for some reason. The title? I don't know.
Who's who of who's that? You don't get to tell me about sad.
Interesting.
So I leap from the gallows and I levitate down your street. Crash the party like a record scratch as I scream.
Reputation energy? Yeah, no, this is Reputation energy.
Scandal was contained. The bullet had just grazed. At all costs, keep your good name. You don't get to tell me you feel bad. Is it a wonder I broke? Let's hear one more joke. Then we could all just laugh until I cry. So I was tame, I was gentle till the circus life made me mean. Don't you worry, folks, we took out all her teeth. Who's afraid of little old me? Should be. You should.
Okay, Taylor, we get it. I do. We should be afraid of you. You're scary.
So tell me everything is not about me. But what if it is? I'm always drunk on my own tears. Isn't that what they all say? That I'll sue you. Put narcotics into all of my songs.
I'm just a little tired. I'm sorry. Yeesh. I tried my hardest to be like, yes, I understand. There are so many things that play into the story, but I'm like, okay, I get it, Taylor. I get it. I do. I don't want to be disrespectful because I know a lot of people are disrespectful towards this sentiment of like, oh my God, I feel like I shouldn't stand up for myself. I feel like, because like Taylor has been in so many positions where she has been just misused, I don't know, people like haven't been afraid of like disrespecting her, but I don't know, just the like repeating of it is kind of like annoying to me. I don't know. So I'm going into the Genius annotation and it looks like, okay, so it looks like throughout, this is what they say: throughout this confrontational soundtrack, Taylor addresses and mocks all the rumors that surround her personal and professional life. And who's in this song, she highlights how the media constantly downsizes her, evidently through her repetition of Little Old Me, as she refers to herself. This song shares similar sentiments to previous tracks in Taylor's discography. I think it just annoys me because clearly this is a woman who is like one of the most famous, most powerful women in the world, and I understand at the end of the day she's just a human being going through so many things and will refer to herself as like a little bit lower of a position than she feels as though she's in, but there's just something about it that just makes me feel like, you're Taylor, like I understand that from our perspective, it's like, you're Taylor Swift though, and I understand, especially with the hiatus that she took off, she was heavily just not liked. People did not really want to entertain her. People to this day still have a disrespect towards Taylor that makes her probably feel right to say who's afraid of little old me, but it's also like, you're Taylor Swift, like this, I don't know. Her feelings are valid, but I'm just kind of like, I don't know if I can be behind this narrative in the way that somebody else who supports her would be. I can fix him. No, really I can. Okay, I'm excited to listen to this one because the title is relatable. Ooh. Whoa.
The jokes that he told across the bar were revolting and far too loud. He had a halo of the highest grade. He just hadn't met me yet. Whoa, maybe I can't.
The ending is the realization everybody comes to at the very end of that relationship when you're with somebody who you're like, no, I swear he's like really like, get to know him, and then you're like, oh, maybe I can't. Yeah. Wow, she needed that one. Everybody who's trying to be in a fixer-upper relationship needs that one. Love of my life. Okay.
We embroidered the memories of the time I was away. You and I go from one kiss to getting married. You low down boy, you stand up guy. You told me I'm the love of your life. You said I'm the love of your life. Loss of my life.
Oh my. Oh. Oh my god. So was the song not called Love of My Life? Is it called Loss of My Life? I guess maybe it's kind of just up to whatever you want it to be because it's just LOML, which is typically Love of My Life, but she does end up saying your loss of my life. Let's go on to the next one. I can do with the broken heart. She can do so much with a broken heart, for real. I'm in shock at how much this woman has accomplished. If somebody rejects me, or if I haven't been through like a real adult breakup, so I don't know what this would be like, but if I went through like a real adult breakup in her position, I wouldn't get up for like a year. I would not be running into Travis Kelce's arms. I couldn't do it.
She's having the time of her life. There in her glittering crown.
I feel like I'm hearing two different songs. I feel like I can hear like vocals in the back. It might be Jax, it might be some other guys, but it doesn't feels a little weird to me.
I can show you lies. And you know I was grinning like I'm winning. I was hitting my marks. 'Cause I can deal with a broken heart. I'm so depressed I act like it's my birthday. Every day I cry a lot, but I am so productive. It's an art. You know you're good when you can even do it with a broken heart. I can
Oh my god.
hold my breath. I've been doing it since he left. 'Cause I'm a real tough kid. I can handle my shit. They said, baby, gotta fake it till you make it, and I did. 'Cause I can do it with a broken heart. I'm so obsessed with him, but he avoids me like the plague.
So everything just shut off, so I genuinely sat here and giving so many comments about The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived and The Alchemy and then Clara Bow, and now I just have nothing. Let me just kind of give a rundown. The Smallest Man Alive, amazing track because it's I feel like, and I don't want to speak for everybody, but I feel like a lot of us have had interesting interactions with people who are just incredibly small, who have such inflated big ideas of themselves that they think that rules of having good ethics, good character, good whatever you need to be a good, nice, great person who's not just small. Like I people who think that they're big, larger than life, they think that the rules just don't apply to them and they just treat everybody as if they're small, but they're really the small ones. And I thought that it just is something I'm gonna listen to again. I think of this whole entire album, I have like 2 tracks that I really like that I'm like, I could listen to that again. I think it's So Long London, and then The Smallest Man Alive, and then maybe I really like them. They were great. The Alchemy, I don't know. I just couldn't get into it. I was reading the lyrics and the lyrics were nice, but I'm not in a way I could connect with them. That's really it. I want to say more, but I also can't because it's just like when you're not into something, you don't want to speak about how much you're not into it. And then Clara Bow was interesting because I looked up who Clara Bow was, probably like maybe 30% of people who were on this album or maybe more. Because I was like, who is this person she's singing about that she connects to in some way that she had to reference them in a song? And found out she was somebody who's been dead since 65, but has had, like their time in the spotlight. But overall, it was a good album. I don't think it's necessarily in my taste, most of the tracks, but overall, not bad, and I did enjoy it. I was expecting not to like it, so I was expecting not to enjoy it as much as I did. But overall, a pleasant experience. Just some tracks I was like, But overall, good.